Hi, everybody. And for those of you that don't know, that was a lame impression of Dr. Nick from The Simpsons. But seriously, this is Jonathan Riley once again for MaximalExposure.net, where we provide online promotions for small businesses. And this upload, we're going to try something new. We're going to spice things up a bit. And we're going to play a game, a serious business game called Business. Oh, wait a minute. We're going to play a business game called Business Thumbs Up or Business Thumbs Down. And it's pretty easy. Bear with me, play along with me, and I'll tell you how it works. I will bring up a topic, and as you can see, this upload's topic is newsletters, email newsletters, business newsletters. And I'm going to give my point of view on the topic, which is this time newsletters. And I am either going to, based on my professional opinion, I am going to give it either a small business thumbs up, which in turn you will hear or like I said, bear with me, people, or I will give it a small business thumbs down, which in turn you will hear pretty simple, right? So today's topic, like I said, is newsletters. Now, I did a pretty good upload, not to toot my own horn, a couple of days ago, not about newsletters, but I mentioned newsletters. And this upload is going to go into more detail about newsletters. Newsletters are, of course, an email marketing campaign, which can be done, the first word was right, which is usually done by a third-party email, a company like iContact or Constant Contact or whatever contact. But it can be done by you by using something chimp. It can be done by you if you know what you're doing, if you know what software to download. You basically get all your, you need a list of emails that you've collected over time from your customers. You, upload them to that piece of software, create your newsletter, then you press a button and blast it out. But you have to know what you're doing. And usually people, turn to a third-party company, like I said, either iContact or Constant Contact or one of those email marketing companies to do that for them. But today we're not going to talk about any third-party or companies or software. We're going to talk about if they work. Period. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about newsletters, what they're used for, and give you my opinion if they work or not. And like I said, if they do, I will give it a sound effect. And if I think they don't work, I will give it a sound effect. What do you think? Cheesy? Yes. Effective? Yes. All right, newsletters. Newsletters are sent out. Business newsletters are sent out via email. Now, let's talk about how you acquire these emails. You can acquire these emails by having a subscription feature on your business website that allows your viewers, your customers, to subscribe to your newsletters. And we're going to discuss how often I think they should be sent. Newsletters should be sent out as well. If a customer likes what they see, from your website. They can subscribe to your newsletter, which in my opinion should come out every other week or once a month at the least. Every other week at the most, once a month at the least. Now, newsletters can be fun for viewers, or they can be annoying for customers. They can be fun for customers, or they can be annoying for customers. A newsletter is basically a publication. It's a page that describes your new products or services that you offer. Its main topic is the interest of the viewer or the subscriber. Basically, it explains once again what your business does and the new products or services that your business has to offer. And I did an upload that mentioned newsletters. And I'll say this once again because I think it was very important. I also think sometimes, or most of the time, a newsletter should have a certain code written by you, not a computer code, just like a 4-digit, 5-digit code that will entice your customers to open it and read it in their email inbox. And with that 4-letter code, they can get, if they tell you that 4-letter code, they get a 10% discount on the service or the item or product that you are selling. And you can make it a 5% discount, 10% discount, 20% discount. Just make it enticing, make it good. You don't have to do that, but that's just one idea that will make it more, if you're consistent with that code method, it will make it more enticing and more likely that they will open that newsletter and read it to see what type of deals or new products or services that you have to offer. Now, in my opinion, newsletters work. Newsletters are viable. Whether you have the skills to send them out yourself with software, or whether you choose to have somebody else take care of it, like iContact or Constant Contact or one of those email based companies. But newsletters are viable, and they can work They can work to increase your bottom line. They can work to increase your sales. They can, if you do them the right way. If you send them out in an appropriate manner, not send a newsletter out every 5 minutes. Once every other week, once a month. When you have a sale or discount or a special event, something that's going on, that's when you should send a newsletter out. Newsletters are written by you, but if you hire Maximal Exposure, you have the choice of the newsletter to be written by us, reviewed by you, and be sent out by us. We work together with our clients. But if done correctly and sent out correctly, newsletters can be very valuable to your business. And they can be even more valuable if you take that suggestion of providing the viewer with a code, 4 or 5-letter code. It can be ABCD. It can be 1, 2, 3. Where they can call you and say, oh, well, I have your newsletter code for a 10% discount. And boom, they got a 10% discount. Because why? Because they opened up your newsletter and actually read it. Not only do they have that code, but they read everything that you wanted them to. Now, a newsletter, an email newsletter sent out reiterates who you are, what your business does, what new products or services you have to offer, if any. And I said this on another upload. A newsletter is basically, and maybe most importantly, a reminder that you are still around, because people don't keep you in their minds. People forget. People have 1,000 other things on their mind. People have 1,000 other things to do. People receive 1,000 other newsletters that they never heard of before. But if they subscribe to you, they're more likely to remember you. Oh yeah, I subscribed to this website, and they would be more likely to open and read your newsletter. But you have to remember, sending newsletters out in an appropriate manner and the content of the newsletter is extremely important. All right. So I give newsletters a small business thumbs up, which gets a big round of applause from me in terms of newsletters, if done correctly. I hope you like this version of Maximal Exposure's upload. Once again, this is Jonathan Riley. This has been Jonathan Riley from MaximalExposure.net, where we provide online promotions for your small business. And I will talk to you guys again. See you next upload.